Every year, thousands of travelers lose hundreds of dollars at airport security, and they don't even realize it's happening. These aren't random fines or unlucky situations. These are completely avoidable mistakes that silently drain your wallet, waste your time, and turn a smooth trip into a stressful nightmare. The worst part? TSA and airlines aren't going to warn you about these errors before they cost you money. They'll just confiscate your items, charge you fees, or force you to miss your flight. And by then, it's too late. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 most expensive airport security mistakes travelers make, the exact dollar amounts they cost, and the simple fixes that protect your money every single time. Let's start with the mistake that costs travelers the most, and it happens before you even leave home. Number 1, packing prohibited items you didn't know about. Most travelers think they know what's banned at security: guns, knives, explosives, but TSA's prohibited list goes way deeper than that, and the items they confiscate might shock you. Every day, security seizes thousands of dollars worth of items like expensive sunscreen, full-size perfume bottles, artisan honey, craft beer, designer skincare products, and specialty oils that travelers packed without realizing they violate the 3.4-ounce liquid rule. If you're carrying a $60 bottle of cologne or a $40 jar of imported jam, TSA will throw it out on the spot. No refund, no apology, no second chance. And it's not just liquids. Snow globes, large containers of peanut butter, and even certain types of cheese spreads are considered liquids by TSA standards and will be confiscated immediately.
Here's what makes this mistake even more costly. If you're forced to check a bag last minute to save those items, you'll pay $35 to $75 in unexpected baggage fees. The fix is simple. Always check TSA's prohibited items list before you pack. Transfer liquids into travel-size containers and ship expensive specialty items to your destination instead of risking confiscation. Number 2, missing your flight due to security delays. Here's the mistake that costs travelers the most money in a single moment: showing up too late and missing your flight because security took longer than expected. When you miss a flight, airlines don't owe you anything if it was your fault, and they consider late arrival your fault, even if security lines were unusually long. Rebooking a missed domestic flight can cost $200 to $400, and if you're flying internationally, that number jumps to $500 to $1,000 or more. And here's the part most people don't realize. If you booked a round-trip ticket and missed the outbound flight, many airlines will automatically cancel your entire reservation, including your return flight, forcing you to rebook both legs at full price. The solution is brutally simple. Arrive at least 2 hours early for domestic flights and 3 hours early for international flights. No exceptions. Even if you have TSA pre-check, unexpected delays, computer outages, staff shortages, or random screenings can still happen. That extra hour of waiting in the terminal is boring, but it's free. Missing your flight and paying $500 to rebook, that's expensive regret. Number 3, forgetting to empty your pockets completely. This sounds like a tiny mistake, but it's one of the most expensive errors travelers make at security. When you forget to empty your pockets completely, leaving behind coins, receipts, or even a tissue, you trigger the scanner, which forces TSA to pull you aside for secondary screening. That delay is costly because during those extra minutes, your belongings sit unattended on the other side of the scanner. Your laptop, phone, wallet, and carry-on are completely vulnerable to opportunistic thieves who know exactly when travelers are distracted. Airport theft is shockingly common, and replacing a stolen laptop, $800 to $1,500, a smartphone, $700 to $1,200, or a wallet with all your IDs can cost you thousands. Beyond theft, the extra screening eats up precious minutes, and if you're running tight on time, those few minutes could mean missing your flight entirely. The fix is simple. Before you reach the security line, stop, Empty every single pocket, remove your watch, take off your belt, and double-check for forgotten items. This 5-second habit protects your belongings and keeps you in control. Number 4. Traveling without proper ID documentation. Here's a mistake that can ground your entire trip in seconds: showing up to security without the right identification. TSA requires a valid, government-issued photo ID for every traveler over 18, and if you don't have one, you're not flying, period. If your ID is expired, damaged, or doesn't match the name on your boarding pass exactly, TSA may deny you entry, forcing you to miss your flight and rebook at your own expense. That's $200 to $500 minimum, and if it's last minute or international, you could be looking at over $1,000 in losses. And there's another ID mistake that's even more common: forgetting that real ID enforcement is now in effect. If your driver's license doesn't have a star in the upper corner indicating real ID compliance, you'll need a passport to fly domestically. Without it, you're not getting through security. The solution requires attention. Check your ID's expiration date at least 2 weeks before your trip, make sure your name matches your boarding pass exactly, and verify that your license is real ID compliant. Keep a backup form of ID, like a passport, in your carry-on just in case. Number 5. Overpacking carry-ons and facing gate fees. Most travelers think they've outsmarted baggage fees by cramming everything into a carry-on, but here's the trap. If your bag is too big, too heavy, or too full to fit in the overhead bin, the gate agent will force you to check it, and they'll charge you on the spot. Gate check fees are higher than standard baggage fees, often ranging from $50 to $100. If you're flying a budget airline like Spirit or Frontier, a last-minute gate check can cost $99 or more, nearly doubling your ticket price. Airlines have strict size limits for carry-ons, and gate agents enforce those limits aggressively. If your bag doesn't fit in the sizing bin at the gate, it's getting checked, no exceptions. The fix requires planning.
Check your airline's specific carry-on size limits before you pack. Use a luggage scale to weigh your bag at home. And leave extra space so your bag compresses easily. If you're borderline, check your bag online before the airport. It's almost always cheaper than gate fees. Wear your bulkiest items on the plane: jacket, boots, heavy sweater, to reduce weight and volume without sacrificing what you need. Airport security doesn't have to be a financial trap, but only if you know the rules, prepare ahead, and avoid the mistakes that cost travelers hundreds every day. Now that you know the 5 most expensive security mistakes and exactly how to avoid them, you can travel with confidence, protect your money. Tell me in the comments which mistake shocked you the most, or if you've ever been hit with one of these costly errors. If this video just saved you hundreds of dollars, hit that like button so more travelers can avoid these traps. And don't forget to subscribe for insider travel tips that protect your wallet and make every trip smoother. Safe travels, and keep your money where it belongs.